Alright, so I'm going to be going over a few trades I took on crypto last weekend. Um, One short on Link for plus 5.76 RR, and then we'll go over these three trades that I took on Solana. One was a plus 4, and then the other two were losses. So we'll go over all of these trades right now. Um, Starting with the Link one, we'll start from the high time frames and go over why I took these trades. So this is not too long after I started trading crypto on the 30 seconds, so all the time frames again are going to be all 30-second time frames. So crypto has been dumping on these alts for a while now, so the bias has been short on most coins. Starting from the 2 hour time frame and the 4 hour, the 4 hour is bearish here, 2 hour also bearish. So we're going down to the 30-minute at this point, and this was on Saturday midday. We on the 30-minute had just broken down twice, broken up once, and broken down again. So very clearly in a distribution model here. Then we made a double fractal break on the 30-minute, and this is the zone that I used for this trade. Was the first fractal break, and then we made a pullback, made the second fractal break. That gave us this candle as our 30-minute fractal break zone. So we tap into that zone on the 8-minute, and we get a red triple M, which is our type 1 validation. MAs also look really good here in a bearish configuration. We get this red triple M, and then that gives us the green light to go down to the 30-second time frame. On the 30-second time frame, we see here we had some back and forth with up, down, up, and then 3 up, and then 1, 2, 3 down, and then on this third breakdown, we tap our cluster zone right here, and then that is when I put my sell order in on the fourth break. Sell stopping this cluster. This was a stage 1 entry, and we were using the ATR TP method for this as well. So the full TP was at 5.76 RR, and it hit that right there. So we were fully out right there for plus 5.76 on this one. I think this ended up dumping like way more, but it is what it is. We got our piece of the pie here. Got our plus 5 RR. So that was GG's. Um, this trade specifically, I made around 10K on it on my two crypto fund trader accounts. And then now we're going to be moving over to the Solana trades. So this was the next day, I believe. Yeah, this was Sunday afternoon. So the first one was Saturday. This one was Sunday. So sometimes crypto does move super clean on the weekends, and this is an example of that. These trades weren't the only trades that set up. There was like way more trades that set up as well while I was like sleeping or while I wasn't at the computer during this weekend. But these were the trades that I did take. So on Solana, we are also fully bearish on the 2 hour. The 4 hour is also fully bearish, so definitely going for shorts on this. 30-minute is also bearish with up, down, 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 3 down distribution model. Um, I don't think I use a 30-minute zone for this one. We use an 8-minute zone. So yeah, we use an 8-minute fractal zone right here. So we made this push up. On the 8-minute, we're also in a bearish model. Make a fractal break, and then we took this fractal supply zone right here. So then we were waiting for that red triple M or an engulfing candle. We got the triple M, and that's when we were on the 32nd. I actually think I took this one while I was laying by my pool, so this was pretty jokes. But so here we have 2 down, 2 up, no cluster, another 2 down. Sorry, I confused myself there. Yeah, this was a cluster. If you actually draw this out, this candle's mitigated, so this was our cluster zone. That got tapped. So that is a cluster that I self-stopped again there. So this was another stage 1 entry. MAs look good here. They had just crossed through, downwards through the 200, so um, that was completely valid. And for this one, the full TP was at plus 4 RR. Now this one, sorry, this was the one that ran super hard after, not the other one. Yeah, so we got tapped out at our TP at plus 4 here, and then it did end up running another, like, ran down to 8.5. But if we were trailing this, we actually would have gotten trailed out all the way up here. So the ATR TP method was definitely better on this one. Even though we ended up dumping more, the trail, if we were trailing, would have been all the way up here. But yeah, ATR TP, we got out at +4. Then moving on to later this day, or later this night, we came all the way up to this 8-minute supply zone from the third breakdown, and then this is where I took 2 losses. So we'll just review these losses, might as well. On the 8-minute, we tapped our zone, got our red triple M. On the 32nd, I was simply just trying to sell stop a stage 1 cluster here, so kind of similar as the last entry. MA's just crossed through the 200 there. This one didn't work out, and then we ended up coming for another entry. So we stayed, or sorry, we invalidated on the on this swing candle, but then we revalidated from this. This not drawn out, but this would have been a fractal zone. So we would have revalidated in this fractal zone and gotten our red triple M's. That's a protected high. And then I think this entry was another. Oh no, this one was stage 1 Redis entry. So we had a cluster over here. Cluster, 2 breaks down, 2 breaks up. And then I sell stopped the Redis, but this also didn't end up working out either. So yeah, 2 quick losses here, but that's completely fine because in total from these 4 trades, we were up +2, plus this is +2 net, and then this was 5%. So plus 7.76 RR on these 4 trades. So that is around $14,000 of profit for me on my profit accounts from these 4 trades. And this was over the course of the weekend. So, you know, sometimes it's good to stay locked in on the weekend because you will make money. That's the benefit of trading crypto. It never closes, never turns off. So, yep, those were these 4 trades I took on the weekend on crypto. There hasn't been that many crypto setups lately. I don't know, crypto's just been kind of in a weird bias where everything's just kind of not aligned. All the time frames are kind of disconnected from each other right now. But eventually we will start getting a lot more crypto setups. But for this weekend, everything was moving pretty clean. So yeah, these are these trades, and I'll see you guys in the next trade breakdown.